Shoppers across Australia are expected to spend $21 billion in today's Boxing Day sales. Joining us live now is the CEO of Australian Retailers Association, Paul Zahra. Paul, thanks for joining us. You believe the rise in COVID cases won't deter shoppers from going out today?
No, certainly not. We expect it to be a really bumper Boxing Day sales. In fact, what we've seen today is that people being out and about and ready to go to snag a bargain. Now, that's the music to the ears of retailers, but equally great for economic recovery.
Already getting out there. So can shoppers snag a bargain online, or are they best to still go out to shopping malls?
Look, generally most retailers will have the same offers online as they do in store. What happens in store, of course, is it's easier to browse and to see what's available. Nothing really beats that physical, sensory, tactile, social experience that comes with shopping in store. But we also understand there's some cautionary and anxiety around Omicron. So we are seeing an elevated level of shopping online today. So either way, we're happy to take your money.
I agree with you. Going in store is always a better option. What items do you expect to go quickly today? Clothes, technology, experiences?
Well, look, the biggest category we expect today is clothing, footwear and accessories. We expect that particular category to do well. It'll be about 16% up on pre-pandemic levels. And that's purely because the category did so poorly this year because of the lockdowns, because we had nowhere to go. Nobody was really updating their wardrobe, so we were wearing tracksuit bottoms and T-shirts. And now, of course, as the country starts to open up, we've got more events to go to, more family, friends and summer holidays to celebrate. So we expect that category to do particularly well, but equally that's where the biggest discounts will be.
What are your tips for those who are hitting the shops today? Is there anything we should be looking out for?
Well, first up, comfortable shoes and a bottle of water. Remain hydrated is always the key to a Boxing Day sale. But obviously mask wearing is really strongly advised to wear a mask today, given that there will be crowds around. Shop early. The crowds will build as the day progresses. Most retailers have extended their trading hours right up to midnight tonight. But the best bargains, of course, is when the inventory is at its strongest, and that's the earlier in the day. So the earlier you get in and out, the better.
Great advice. How do you expect this Boxing Day sales? How will it compare to previous years? Is there still pent-up demand from the lockdowns that we went through in the last 2 years?
There certainly is. Now, we have seen a significant trend, and that's that November's become a bigger month than December. And that's because we have now Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which is an event that's come from the US, that's Australians have actually embraced. But during that event, people are shopping for gifts and for others. This event, people are really a little bit more self-interested. They're buying for themselves, they're buying for their homes. And this is the biggest sale event post-Christmas. So, expect there to be really deep bargains. It's also when retailers traditionally clear out their inventory. So, the discounts are generally deep to move the inventory from the current season on.
How much money do you expect retailers will be making today?
Well, it's a big day. It's a big day. This week actually is as big as the Christmas week. So obviously the margins are a little tighter because we're selling things at a much more reduced price, but we're selling in high volumes, of course. So, about 2/3 of a retailer's profits for discretionary retailers, I think department stores, clothing, footwear, accessory stores, are made over this Christmas quarter. So it's that lead up to Christmas and the Boxing Day sale. So it's really important for retailers to do well. They generally, build their cash reserves during this time to be able to trade through the winter months.
Looking ahead at 2022, will Aussies be spending more money on retail than they did in 2021?
Well, this is the thing. This is the big question. I think we're going to see that because whilst the borders stay down, we spend about $60 billion on overseas trips. We're seeing that obviously not being spent, but being spent locally. And during the last 12 to 18 months, we've seen forced savings occur, which has built up our savings to about $200 billion. So that all this money will be there to be spent in the next 12 months. So we do expect going into 2022 to be a good year for retailers. And that's great for the economic recovery, of course, for the country.
It is. Great to hear. Paul Zahra, thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome.